Hello everybody, this is the Anime Bro here, and welcome to day 16 of my anime Christmas list. And today we'll be talking about anime number 10, Fullmetal Alchemist, a story about two brothers who try to find a way to get their bodies back. Now before this video starts, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this, and tomorrow, come back for anime number 9. And now, let's get into the video. So the first thing that I want to talk about is the story. Now just like my anime reviews, I have a good point that I really liked about the story and a bad point that I really didn't like. And we're first going to start off with a good point. So a good point that I really liked about the story is that its power system was really interesting. So in the show, the power system is basically alchemy. The more you know about alchemy, the better things you can do with it. For example, Edward, who studied alchemy all his childhood life, is considered a prodigy because he's able to do things that many people think are impossible to do. But also there is Mustang, a person who uses fire alchemy and basically can burn things alive. But another thing that's also cool about it is that even though you can do so many things, it still revolves around the laws of science. For example, with Mustang, even though he can do fire alchemy, he can't get wet because he can't spark a flame if he's wet. Same thing with Edward. Even though he can do incredible things with his alchemy, he basically needs to have something there in order to do it. He can't just make something out of nothing because that's not how alchemy works. And this is a really cool power system that I think more shows should try to do something like. So a bad point that I really didn't like about the show is that it could get really dark. Now I know this actually can add to why it's really good, but honestly to me, it has comedic moments and it just surprises me how dark this show can get. You can have somebody who's willing to do anything for alchemy, but you can also have something that requires a terrible sacrifice in order to get what you want. It's just something that honestly I don't really like. It's really cool seeing how alchemy can be used for both good and bad, but in this show, it can get from hey, let's all laugh to, okay, now let's get serious in a blink of an eye. Now what I want to talk about is the main character, Edward Elric. Now I know there are two brothers in the story, but I decided to talk about Edward because he is the Fullmetal Alchemist, which is basically the name of the show. And just like the story part, there is a good point that I really liked about him and a bad point that I really wish he didn't have. And of course, we're going to start off with a good point. So a good point that I really liked about Edward is that he's a great brother. Now throughout the show, you basically see what lengths he's willing to do for his brother. For example, when his brother was about to die, he actually gave one of his limbs to make sure that his brother could still be alive. And even when Alphonse is in danger in like a fight or something, he always rushes in trying to save him because he really does care. And he really does care about him to the point where he actually kind of blames himself whenever his brother feels like a freak. And it's just really sad to see that he's putting all this burden on himself for what he did, when in reality he basically did save his brother's life. So a bad thing that I really didn't like about Edward is that he is very short-tempered. Now mostly this happens because people call him short and that's just something he doesn't like. And it doesn't really help it when he's fighting because he focuses on the comment instead of his enemy, which makes him basically lose sometimes. And I know that adds comedic moments to it, but in a fight where you need to stay focused, that is something that people should work on. So before I end this video, I just want to tell you why this anime is number 10 on my list. Now, all shows that are in my top 10 basically are rewatchable to me. I can rewatch any of these shows any day with no problem. But the thing about it is, in this show, it is really hard to rewatch it because it's very long. It's really cool seeing good moments in it, and if I do have time, I actually would rewatch this in my spare time. But honestly, it is really long to binge watch, and if I don't have the time, I just can't do it. So if you're looking for an anime that's a really good time and you can watch it over and over again, I would suggest this. But because it's so long, I think it's good just to watch it the one time and probably look for something else. Alright, and that is the end of this video. If you really liked it, please like, share, and subscribe for more videos just like this. And tomorrow, come back for anime number 9. I am the Anime Bro, and see you guys later. Peace!